much you need to do to find a new job. But sometimes you don't do everything you need to do. Let's be honest, job search is hard work, and sometimes you need to do things you don't know how to do, or you just don't want to do them. However, if you don't do the right things, it hurts your job search in the long run. So here's a reminder of the main things you need to do if you want to get hired, and I will also include some resources below this video. Firstly, get clear on what your skills, talents and abilities are and how you to communicate them to employers confidently. You need that both for your resume or your application and during the interview process. Make sure that your resume contains tangible achievements, and also that you tailor your CV, you tailor your resume to every specific job postings. I often see many resumes that are very duty oriented, so the job seeker will have a long list of responsibilities but no achievements or not enough tangible achievements. How am I supposed to know if you're any good at the job if you have no numbers, if you don't quantify your experience at all? So it's very important that you do that, and also that you tailor every resume to every job that you apply for. You don't need to change your whole CV. It's enough that you make some tweaks to your summary section or your skills section. Develop a list of target companies. Don't just rely on applying on job boards. By the time you apply, the job might be filled or they might be on a final interview stage. So ideally, you want to develop a list of target organizations that interest you and try to network with the recruiters and hiring managers who work there. Also, find a job posting and then network with the company insiders before you apply. I know it's not always possible, but always have a look on LinkedIn. Is there anyone working for the company that you know who can potentially recommend you for the job that you are interested in? I would just say, don't ask people you don't know to recommend you. I sometimes get these requests, and to be honest, I would never recommend someone I haven't personally worked with. So just try to find someone who potentially works for the company. Spend time talking to people and ideally getting introduced for jobs. This is so much more powerful than just applying for jobs that you find on LinkedIn or any other job boards. Build a meaningful LinkedIn profile and learn how to use LinkedIn effectively. Again, I will include some resources on where you can find information on how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. But LinkedIn is really the main tool that we recruiters use to find candidates. So unless your profile is complete and optimized, we will not be able to find you. So it's very important that you have a fully optimized LinkedIn profile. Also, constantly maintain your network. You shouldn't be only utilizing your network when you're looking for a new job. And also, don't ask strangers for a job when you're networking. I'm always happy to help people, but I'm unlikely to be able to help you if we've never spoken and I don't recruit in your area of expertise. So try to build that network before you actually need it. Practice interviewing. That's so important. In my interview coaching practice, I often work with people who maybe they haven't interviewed for a long time, or they've had 5, 10, 20 unsuccessful interviews. And then sometimes they get a job straight after our session. So if the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So if you've sent 30 applications and you haven't received an interview, what are you waiting for? Work on your resume, get some help. Same with interviews. If you've been looking for a job for a few months and you still haven't got an offer and you've had several interviews, get some help. Whether it's with myself or someone else, but get some help. Don't wait until you lose your confidence and a lot of money, right? If you're not working for 6 months, for example. Also, before the interview, research the company and the people that you will be interviewing with. Yes, I know you need to check the company's website, but an interview isn't a test to read whether you can read the company's website. So I have included a link to the video below where I give you some very specific tips on how to research the company, the interviewer, and the position that you are interviewing for. And finally, be positive. I know job search can be very hard, it can be very demoralizing, and it's always disappointing if you don't get a job that you really wanted. But at the same time, you have to stay positive. You have to keep tweaking your approach, and you just have to keep going until you get what you want. I very much hope that you found this video useful. If you liked it, please feel free to share it and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on another video. Bye for now.